In this video, we're going to observe once again the amazing accuracy that can be achieved with the pitchfork in alignment with some other tools from the fractal flow methods. In this piece of price action, we can see the formation of lower highs and lower lows, which in general terms mean downtrend. That's because in a downtrend, buyers aren't strong enough to push highs higher, and sellers are strong enough to push lows lower. In this case, the highs that lead to lower lows are considered to be solid highs because they show points where sellers assume the control of the market. As I often say, there are many details and clues in the transition between price vectors, and that's the kind of thing that traders should pay attention to. This whole transition dynamic between vectors is what sets up the next price movements, so it's wise to pay very close attention to these movements in price. Here we already have some clues like the inward frequency line coming out of the solid high, and a few bars later we have price coming back to the inward frequency line and breaking the dynamic frequency of the upward vector. Beyond that, we have the upper tails of several consecutive bars giving the impression of hitting some sort of barrier, which is something that completely agrees with what we have so far. As far as the line work we can deploy in this situation, there are mainly two pitchforks. We have the Pendulum Pitchfork. So if we draw that using the alternating low, high, and low, we'll observe a pendulum pitchfork pointing down, and we'll also see that price has already drifted away from the pitchfork and then came back to it. A couple of details here is that pendulum pitchforks in a downtrend are supposed to point upwards. So when we have one pointing downwards, that's an indication that the downward trend might be stronger than what it seems. The price drift at the upper line of the pitchfork gives us the possibility of drawing a parallel line in the lower line of the pitchfork or to frequency shift the entire pitchfork. Either way, the result is similar, but in this case, let's use the parallel line technique. The other pitchfork that we can draw in here is a little more speculative, using the high, the low, and the probable high we encounter ourselves in at this point. This pitchfork shows a good 45-degree angle and also some good frequency at the tail. It's also a good indication that we are indeed talking about the C-axis in the current high. Without any distortions or external interference, this is where price should start going down again, so let's see what it does next. Here we can see some interesting new details. Look how price went down and touched the intersection of the two pitchforks almost exactly, and then it started to reverse. Notice also that the price comes back to the intersection between the upper line of the black pitchfork and the center line of the blue pitchfork. At this point we can erase everything and begin our line work from scratch. We can step away from the chart a little bit and try to see the bigger picture. For example, we can try grounding a pitchfork using only the most prominent highs and lows in the chart. So in this case, using the highest high on the chart to ground the A-axis of the pitchfork. We can also modify the pitchfork and correct the already existing drifts by frequency tuning the pitchfork. Let's see how price develops. Here we can see that price clearly respects the center line and lower line of this pitchfork. The important lesson here is that the recent price vectors hold important mathematical information about the near future of the market, and this mathematics can be unveiled in part by using pitchforks. It's also important for you to understand that a professional price action analysis goes much beyond what is presented in this video, as these analyses have many different layers. If you wish to understand more about professional price action analysis, check out the courses I provide in the links available in the video description. You can also check out my website and see more information about the courses and a compilation of YouTube testimonials from my students. If you like the channel and wish to support the continuous creation of this type of content, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, activate the notifications, share the video, and leave your comment below. Thank you for watching and take care.